Angel showed up with her business out. You can see the business is just everywhere, chesticles bouncing all over the place. She's not even good at basketball, so she has to show some skin to stay relevant. I see your miss layups just like they do, and everything, but forget them. I miss layups too. So I'm everybody that miss layups, but they can't get mad if I get the rebound. Box me out. You're like 6'4". Is there a reason you cannot hit a damn layup? Don't be mad because you faved and boxed her out. That's what I say. Angel Reese just exposed her own hypocrisy at the Super Bowl, and it's hilarious. She called out another player for not passing the ball and taking too many shots, yet that's exactly what she does every single game. I don't mean you can't be selfish, because I see you at the All-Star game before and you wanted to score and not pass the ball. This guy said, did she really say you can't be selfish when she takes 30 shots and misses 27 of them instead of passing to her teammates? We've seen it. Miss layup after miss layup, forcing shots just to stat pad, fake double-doubles, and while her team actually plays better without her, she's out here chasing clout instead of improving her game. Unrivaled had games yesterday. This is their season. They got games tomorrow. Angel Reese, of course, as you can expect, would be in the basketball court deep in the lab, really putting in work, except she wasn't. She went to the Super Bowl instead of practicing. Reese was at the Super Bowl trying to steal the spotlight, but it backfired. Even her own fans called her out for focusing on attention instead of basketball. Angel Reese showed up at these various events, and as you can imagine, the internet did not miss one. Could only say, could you cover the chesticles up? She was out everywhere, and while she was making headlines for the wrong reasons, Caitlin Clark was putting in work, proving why she's on a different level. Now we know Caitlin Clark is down in New Orleans as well, taking care of business, bro. She's doing her Gatorade thing. She got a Nike commercial about to drop. She's doing drills. She's not on the red corporate half naked. I'm telling you, bro, Caitlin Clark definitely looked like she's taking care of everything she needed to get done to go back to Indiana and finish getting ready for the 2025 season. And let's talk about impact. While Reese was at the Super Bowl arguing with people and wearing an outfit that had everyone talking, Caitlin Clark showed up like a true role model, dressed modestly, inspiring the next generation, and the numbers prove it. Clark's jersey retirement had 11 million viewers, while Reese's actual games can't even break 80,000. Caitlin Clark being in the building, 11 million average viewers. Angel Reese failed to break 100,000 viewers. Now tell me again how everybody's tuning in for you. It's clear Caitlin Clark is about greatness. Angel Reese is about attention. And today we're breaking it all down. Let's get into it. The NFL put this out last night. LSU legends Angel Reese, Jaden Daniels. Do not clump in Jaden with that bum. Angel only a legend in her own mind. A lot of people roasted the legend part legend, and Angel Reese should never be in the same sentence. Reese wishes she was a legend like Caitlin Clark. Laugh out loud. Angel Reese just gave the world another reason why she'll never be on Caitlin Clark's level. At the Super Bowl, she had the audacity to call out another player for not passing the ball and taking too many shots, when in reality, she is the biggest ball hog in women's basketball. This is pure hypocrisy at its finest. People are literally reaching for the remote and turning her games off. She didn't even draw 80,000 viewers on a Saturday game. Reese has built a reputation for forcing bad shots, refusing to pass to teammates, and constantly missing layups, yet she had the nerve to criticize someone else for doing the exact same thing. Is there anybody else in the WNBA or NBA that does this more than Reese? From tonight's game, third quarter, in 16 seconds, Reese took 4 shots, missed the first 3 shots, got an offensive rebound off her own 3 misses, and then finally made the 4th. But quote, double-double. This looks just like Chicago Sky shit from last year. This dude's a white dude. He's getting called a racist over basketball criticism. Let's talk about what's really happening in the unrivaled league. Angel Reese is failing miserably. Her games are nearly unwatchable, and every time she steps on the court, it's the same story. Missed layups, forced attempts, and stat padding. We've seen her take 3, 4, even 5 shots in a row just to make 1, and then her fans celebrate a so-called double-double. Angel Reese fans are celebrating another double-double, and I do understand a double-double from her and a win, missing her shots, but the reality is she's just rebounding her own mistakes. The worst part, the moment she gets benched, her team actually starts playing better. That alone should tell you everything. If she was truly the star she claims to be, her team would struggle without her, not improve. Taller than hell out there, can't hit a layup, get in the lab, shoot 200 layups a day, every single 365 days. Now compare that to Caitlin Clark. She doesn't need to force shots. She doesn't need to pad her stats. She just dominates, plain and simple. She was so kind to my family and everyone in the suite when she came to KC, so huge fans of Caitlin Clark. And here's the kicker. Clark didn't even need to step on the court to outshine Reese, while Reese was at the Super Bowl making headlines for all the wrong reasons. Clark was being watched by over 11 million people just for her jersey retirement. That's crazy. Just by her going to the game, it's the second most watched NCAA game. Like, that's crazy. That just shows how popular she is right now. The one thing I would say about Caitlin Clark fans, they'll go anywhere she go. That's right. Clark, without even playing, pulled a bigger audience than Reese's actual games. The numbers actually got released from it, and it says 11 million people tuned in to watch Iowa take down USC prior to Caitlin Clark's jersey retirement, making it the second most watched NCAA women's game this season. And let's not forget, Reese actually plays in the unrivaled league, but no one is watching. Her game struggled to hit 80,000 viewers, proving that no matter how much she tries to hype herself up, people just aren't interested. Whatever she thinks she is, or she's moving the needle. No, people are reaching for their remote when her games come on and clicking to something else, they're tuning out. Meanwhile, Clark's presence alone is enough to break records. That's the difference. One player is focused on basketball, on improving, and on making history. What was crazy about this, the numbers were much better than NBA legend Kobe Bryant's jersey retirement ceremony on December 18, 2017 on Iowa versus USC February 3rd is also the second most watched game in NCAA history, just by her going to the game. The other is focused on chasing clout, blaming others, and making excuses. The Super Bowl moment exposed everything wrong with Angel Reese. She talks a big game, but when it comes down to it, she's just not backing it up. Angel Reese shows up to the Super Bowl, so it looked like Angel Reese could be seeking attention at this year's Super Bowl. And you guys never disappoint. The internet does not miss when it comes to Angel Reese. And while she was busy trying to steal the spotlight, Caitlin Clark was doing what she always does, focusing on basketball, inspiring millions, and proving why she's the biggest name in the sport. If Angel Reese actually cared about improving her game, she'd be in the gym working on her horrible finishing ability instead of showing up to the Super Bowl looking for attention. That is impressive. She's a phase of women's basketball, obviously. She ain't even play, and she still drew the most numbers. It is actually scary how much of a draw Caitlin Clark is as a player, but that's the thing. She isn't interested in basketball, she's interested in being famous, while the unrivaled league is struggling to gain any traction. What does Angel Reese do? Instead of using this time to sharpen her skills, she ditches practice to show up at every big event she can find. And it's not just the Super Bowl. Her pattern makes it painfully clear where her priorities are. She started a podcast, constantly complains about WNBA salaries, secured equity in the unrivaled league, and attends concerts and celebrity events, all while ignoring the fact that her on-court performance is getting worse. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is locked in. Even at the Super Bowl, Clark was doing drills and staying engaged in basketball-related activities. That's the difference. Caitlin looked like $1 million at the Super Bowl. Real professional. There's a big difference between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, and I'm done talking about it. Thanks for watching and subscribe my channel.